too much success with all their insightful views. Do you grow yourself or buy from the top shelf? Are you here to take the reins and gain back your health? Whatever it is, you know the biz. Leave a like, crack a pipe, and let's get on with it. If you want to acquire the knowledge, you don't have to go to college. You can just come hang with Aaron and Dave.
Welcome to the Elevated News Podcast for Two Dope Dudes. We're a podcast focused on discussing local and national cannabis news and culture. I'm Aaron.
I'm Dave.
Hey, we're back.
Way. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. What's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm good. Working a lot and good.
It seems like I was talking to somebody today. They're like, what are you going to do this weekend? And I was like, nothing. I don't want to do anything. It seems like the summer has been filled with everything, and I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I've been a busybody for a while. The other day, we were out of state, whatever, in
Right.
Michigan, and I was like, man, I think this is the first time that I haven't thought about something work-related in probably
Months.
4 months.
Jeez.
Yeah, it took me like a minute, and like even then, like I'm like, oh, I gotta look at the worksheet, you know. Yeah, but yeah, nope, super behind today, and just ready to catch back up tomorrow, you know.
Sometimes that's all you can do, right?
Dude, you know what the best way to eat an elephant is?
One piece at a time.
One bite at a time, baby.
One piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime.
That's
You'll
right.
Know, you'll know it's me when I roll through your town.
Ooh.
Good old Johnny Cash.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, yeah. Things are good. How are things with you?
Dude, things are good. Had the Fox Valley Growers Club equipment swap.
Yeah,
this
how did
weekend.
that go?
It went really good. I mean, I think there was like 20 or 30 people there.
Nice.
All the
That's
homies,
so cool.
like Macho and Faviator came through. Pete and Chris were there. I met Danny Gangier, however you say it, who is one of the judges for the Urban Legends Cup and creator of the Urban Legends Cup. And he's like the area's first, like he went through the actual like process to like identify, you know, like wine, like cheesemongers.
Oh,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
Sommeliers. Yeah, well, he's one for cannabis, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's super cool. He came through too. Of course, Family Cannabis Crew was there with the free dab bar, so that was cool too.
Nice.
Yeah,
Super fire.
obviously the girls were there, so that was fun too.
Yeah.
Aurora Hash Club came through. Yeah, it was really fun.
So cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do another one here soon because we had a lot of people show up. I picked up a worm farm for $25.
What's a worm farm?
Well, I mean, a worm farm is a farm where you farm worms, but it's just it's a upward mobile box. So it's a bunch of like plastic trays that have holes in the bottom, and they stack on top of each other. And what you do is you put the worms in one area, and you know, once they work through everything, they're going to look for food, and so they go up, and then you can, you know, start the next tray and have them go up into that one. And then you can harvest the worm castings and use that in your garden. It just makes it easier.
Whoa.
Instead of like, I have a big black and yellow, like the black and yellow tubs. That's where I have my
Yeah.
worm farm. So what I have to do is I have to like divide it up. And then once they eat all the food and everything's turned into worm castings on this side, I move it over here and start feeding over here. And they all migrate. And then you can harvest the worm castings. This is just a little bit easier one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so fire.
And then, you know, you got to have worms in your living soil boxes so you can use them to breed. You can use them to, you know, eat your kitchen scraps, your food. They'll eat a pound or two of food a week.
Is worm the best? Is it the best castings out there?
Yeah.
Is it?
I would say worm castings are fantastic. I mean, what other castings I think would you use? Like, I mean, there's other, like you can use rabbit poop ferment.
Use bat, right?
Yeah, there is bat guano that you can use.
Yeah.
That's different. Worm castings is different than like guano castings or, rabbit, alpaca, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It just depends on what the nutrients. With the worms, they just eat through it really quick and they leave it small and it's more available to the plant to uptake.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's lots of worms, so it's very easy.
Yeah.
That's why I would say it's the best because it's readily available.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. There's a lot of cows out here too.
There are, but I wouldn't use cow manure in my. I don't know what they feed those cows. I can control what I feed my worms.
Damn. See,
Can't control what they can't control what the bats.
That's what I'm saying.
Feed. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wonder whose gut. What's the cleanest. I don't know, man. There's probably some real science behind that.
Probably worms because they ingest silica regularly to clean out their digestive tract.
Damn.
True story.
Well.
Yep.
Worms for the win.
Worms for the win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I picked up. I know some people sold some lights, and I saw our friend Grojo there. He offloaded some stuff for sure. I know. Our friend Aaron, who runs the dab bar at the Bean events, picked up one of the e-nails.
Nice.
So that was cool.
Nice. That's super dope.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, other than that, it's just been busy. Got the flex coming up. Talked to Sean Callahan today because they've got a flex on Friday too, so he's promoting ours as well because he's a nice guy.
What a sweet fellow.
Yeah, Unstable Discourse Open.
Yeah,
this weekend.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Shout out to my homie Welch at Woody's Glass Gallery. Blew me this cool pendant and put SDP for support dope people on there.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, super awesome.
Man.
Shout out to that dude.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well.
Sheesh.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get on the plugs real quick and then we'll get on?
We're on that.
If you grow, you know. Having the right gear for your home garden makes all the difference. That's why you need to get on board with Crop Culture's quarterly home grower boxes.
Crop Culture releases insane value boxes every 3 months packed with premium seeds, growing equipment, and unique extras tailored for those who want to plant with a purpose.
But that's not all. Coming soon, they're launching monthly crop drops, where you can snag a pack or two of Fire Genetics along with must-have gardening accessories like AC Infinity's legendary trimming scissors.
We're talking stickers, mystery goodies, and deeply discounted bundles you won't find anywhere else. Just an easy one-time purchase with no commitment.
Their current quarterly box is an absolute steal, featuring top-shelf genetics, a pH meter or smell-proof bag, monitoring tools, fermented plant probiotics, and more.
And for our listeners, use the code 2DOPEDUDES for $10 off any purchase of $100 or more at cropculture.net.
So whether you want the full quarterly experience or just need a regular re-up, Crop Culture's got you covered.
Level up your garden and score some gear that'll have your plants standing tall. If you grow, you know you need to check them out at cropculture.net before sold-out regret sets in. Let them help you plant with a purpose. Hey, Canna Curious connoisseurs, are you looking to elevate your wellness routine? Take it up a notch with Mr. CBD Chicago.
That's right, dude. They've got everything you need from their brand new El Jefe line with CBD and THC sprays for a discreet and convenient dose, to their legendary Moonrock matte bottle rockets and the always satisfying Spliff Society pre-rolls.
And listen up, 2Dope Dude listeners. Use the code 2DOPEDUDES at checkout for 10% off your entire order at MrCBDChicago.com. That's right, 10% off.
So ditch the stress and embrace the good vibes with Mr. CBD Chicago. Head over to their website today. Just remember, use the code 2DOPEDUDES for that sweet discount. You're not going to regret it. Hey there, fellow plant enthusiasts. Tired of using chemical fertilizers that harm your soil and the environment?
We feel you. That's why we want to introduce you to Green Grow Biological.
Green Grow offers organic soil amendments packed with beneficial bacteria and mycorrhizae fungi like their popular Pride Bloom fertilizer and flower finisher.
These little powerhouses work together to improve your soil health, helping your plants grow strong and healthy naturally. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Green Grow has something for you.
And because Green Grow is committed to sustainable practices, you can feel good about what you're putting into your home and garden.
Head over to thegreengrow.com to learn more about their amazing products and how they can help you take your gardening to the next level.
And listen up, because here's a special offer just for our listeners. Use the code 2DOPEDUDES for 10% off your entire order at thegreengrow.com.
That's 2DOPEDUDES for 10% off at greengrow.com. Happy planting.
Hey, you can find us, the Elevated News Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your other favorite streaming podcast apps. 2 Dope Dudes YouTube channel. Give us a like and leave a review. This helps us reach more people. At the Growers Hangout on YouTube, Tuesday nights at 7 p.m., except for tomorrow because we got a community strike.
That's a good time.
Yeah. Wait till you see who we grow with next. Yeah, we got a community strike. It's very annoying.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I'll tell you
What?
that.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. You can also find us on supportdopepeople.com, along with links to our other pods and free stickers just by providing your email and address. And you can always email us at 2dopedudespodcast@gmail.com for all your questions or things you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
David?
What are you doing on Thursday night? Come hang out.
Yeah.
Peace, Love, and Cope
Yep.
on YouTube. You'll see me
Thursdays.
Thursday nights, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Central.
He'd do it earlier, but then he wouldn't be able to go to Chili's.
Yeah. And then I can't do it later because
He's
now
sleepy.
I'm I'm adulting. So my time frame is just
No.
it's gotten shorter, but we pack in a lot more fun in a short amount of time. And actually there have been some serious conversations lately about cannabis. And I think both because
Most
this
of it's been
community
correct.
here, this community has done a beautiful job of coming over and cross supporting, and I appreciate the fuck out of everybody.
John and Steve and,
John,
Joe shows up.
Yeah. It genuinely, it's the coolest shit in the whole world to me, and it's cool that people are coming back to like, hey, what's up, man? But yeah, we've had actual real conversations about a few things, and some of that shit, like, it's really good for taking back
Practice.
to practical life situations. When I'm out there talking to people at the dispensaries and stuff, some of these conversations that we're having at night, I'm like, man, here's the answer. So it's been a lot of fun. Thursday night
Thursday nights coming out. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and thanks for stopping out in last Tuesday's stream. It was cool.
Hey, I'm telling you, I was having a great time.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
great people in there too.
We're gonna get you on. It's fun.
Yeah, I think I need to be on there.
I've been telling you.
It's such a cool,
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. We'll do that soon. I have some dates we can talk about.
Yeah.
And hey, speaking of friends, September 14th, Honeycomb Hideout, Addison, Illinois, Mr. CBD, and friends, grand opening.
Damn.
I know.
What day of the week is it?
Saturday. Family friendly, pet friendly, Honeycomb Hideout, Holistic House.
Sweet. I don't know what my schedule looks like yet. And
I
I do
know.
not have it next to me, so
Yeah.
it's in that bag over there. But yeah, once I look at my schedule, that would be something I would actually try to put on a schedule so that
Right.
I could show up for that.
I mean, remember months ago when I said if you're going to get a job, you're going to have to figure out a scheduling system. Might as well do it now.
Dude, I'm
know.
trying. I've got a couple of different things, but like,
God.
there's a lot. There's not enough minutes in the hours, man.
Hey, let's go to YouTube comments. Back 2 weeks ago, the last time we had a thing,
Yep. Sorry.
and things happen. What
I've
are you
been
gonna
a
do?
busy character.
You were
man.
busy. You had an opportunity to go do something, and then,
that was amazing. all
well,
of a
yeah, you were
sudden.
out on what, Dugan Road? Were you at like the Dugan Road properties where the whatchamacallit tour was at?
Yeah, was it Rich Harvest Farms?
Yeah, that's it. That's cool.
I golfed in one of the more prestigious clubs of whatever, and
It's Snow White Eagle.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah,
it's not the old fucking Plano Country Club.
Yeah, but no, like you were saying, you've been busy. I've been busy. We just didn't get a chance last week when we couldn't, make a day to do it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I was helping Charlie painting. So,
Yeah.
what
It's
are
all
you
right.
gonna do?
Life
But, hey,
is happening,
We're back.
and we're still here. For
Yeah,
you,
we're
baby.
still here. We just, we went a whole year without like really missing anything. So now we did our little
Yeah, a couple of.
Yeah,
Yeah, season 2.
season 2.
Hey, we're sick
Season
as
2.
funky.
Yeah, season 2. It's funky and we're
Yeah.
not sticking to shit.
Yeah. Oh.
No, we are. I shouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Because then we're like, well, we said we weren't.
No.
Will I Am, who is was on the podcast last Tuesday, a goat genetics grower.
That's
That's-
the one that I
Yes.
was on. Very
I believe
cool.
so. Yeah, he was on at the end, or Macho was on at the end. I think he was on first. Anyway.
I think that was who I was seeing. We were talking about wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's Macho Grams. He's awesome. I love that guy. That's him
Okay.
right here.
Oh.
So keep the knowledge coming. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, thanks. Will.
Macho Grams, another great episode.
have to check
Thank you.
that out.
He did a really cool edit for the Growers Hangout today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's
Mom, of
dope.
course, cheers to another great episode. Thanks for
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everybody's so fucking cool. I'm having so much fun with this shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into some news.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you know Illinois monthly medical cannabis sales remain low?
I do.
Yeah, that sucks.
I do know that.
Shout
you
out-
know why.
Shout out to Illinois News Joint, Jason Brown, and our friend Michael Lasley.
Because people are coming to see me and I am not medical.
That's true. IDPH today, this is August 12th, released its July medical cannabis sales totals. July totals of $23,351,249.87 were the second lowest monthly sales total since Illinois legalized recreational cannabis in January of 2020. Only June 2024, the previous month, medical cannabis sales total of $23 million were lower.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
only by a couple 100,000.
I mean, but that's like
Couple 100,000.
250 racks. That's
Yeah.
like shit. Well, yeah, I could probably weigh in on this. Is there more that needs to be read?
I
through
mean,
this?
we just always go through that.
No, and I like
so,
that.
You know,
I have seen
we have cooler stuff to get onto too.
so many medical patients with medical cards
Yep.
coming through to recreational dispensaries.
It's because
I mean, you get a fucking extra whatever % discount, and then it stacks with the discounts that they have, and by the time it's all said and done, you're relatively close, and even at times better off. So, whatever. These taxes are out of the fucking world, but
Speaking of taxes,
hey,
Pritzker, this just came out today, August 17th. Oh, I'm sorry, it came out two days ago.
Yep.
August 17th. Pritzker to award $5.5 million in social equity cannabis loans.
nice.
So the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity announced the recipients of $55 million in loans through round 2 of the Cannabis Social.
5.5.
I'm sorry, $5.5 million of the Cannabis Social Equity Program. Oh, here's the list too. I just wanted to see.
Oh, it shows exactly who.
Market 96, Oralite, Mystic Green,
Flounce and
Galaxy Labs, Cookies, Snap, Canna, Bridge City, Cloud Haven.
are these? Wow,
These are
they're all
I'm sorry, these are the applicants. These are direct forgivable. Oh yeah, no, that's who got it.
completely forgivable loans.
Yes.
Right.
$240,000 a piece.
Each one.
Yeah, Oralite.
Wow.
Oralite and Aurora just got $240,000. High Haven just
I
got
still don't know what the fuck.
240.
What's 240 gonna do for you?
Pay a couple months of rent.
Yeah, I guess so.
River Bluff.
You know what though? There are some of
7
these places that are doing wild shit. Some of them struggling a little bit.
So
Yep.
through the program, 23 qualified licensed social equity dispensaries are set to receive $240,000 direct forgivable loans financed by the state of Illinois. Wonder where that comes from. Probably forced wealth redistribution.
Yeah.
The announcement states after providing approximately $22 million through round 1 to craft growers, infusers, and transporters, DCEO opened round 2 for adult use dispensaries. Loan recipients are social equity, conditional, and adult use dispensing organizational licenses licensed by the IDFPR. This round was open to dispensaries who received licenses prior to 2023 dispensary license lottery.
Okay.
Applicants were based on factors including social equity status, financial need, financial resources, and progress toward becoming operational. The
Nice.
loan principal is 100% forgivable upon providing documentation for eligible business expenses. It was a first of its kind program that was launched with the goal of providing loans to social equity licensees.
I wonder what the guidelines are for that. What do you have to prove? I mean, I'm wondering if they're able to deduct some of their employment costs and things of that nature, because at this point, through the federal government, you get no break, obviously,
Right.
but you're still paying tax, or through the state government, you get no fucking breaks, but you know what I mean?
I
So,
doubt they say
paying taxes.
exactly what it is,
It's gotta
but
be
I'm
fu-
sure they have.
yeah, sure it's outlined somewhere, but good for, hey, you know what? Good for Illinois to do some stuff and good for the people who get the money, but also, yeah, it feels like some weird publicity thing because they make hundreds of millions of dollars the other day. You know what? I saw some video online earlier about Mr. Beast and how he's not the greatest guy ever because some other people's perspective of him, and everybody's got a perspective of everybody.
Yeah.
But they talked about how, and the one perspective was like how he tries to take 10,000, give it to the homeless guy, and go, "Hey, look at us," and
Right.
the homeless guy's so thankful, and he cries on you and whatever, and it looks good, and people click on the video and whatever, but like he gave him 10,000, Mr. Beast makes $1 million. And like
Millions
or
and millions.
millions, right? So it was this weird, like, he's like, I don't know how you can ever, when it's that tilted in somebody's favor, how you can ever look at him and go, really good job. On the surface, again,
Hey,
click
they're
the
only
thing.
taking 4% after an 18-month grace period of no required payments and 0 interest. Only 4%. They're just taking 4%. They're taking 4% back of the money that they're loaning you that was taken from taxes of constituents.
Wait.
So it's a forgivable loan, but the interest rates are 4% after an 18-month grace period. If you can't
prove
right.
within the 18 months
Correct.
that you have
Correct.
lived up to their standards. Again, employment enough, bought enough, sold enough, some kind of
100%.
Hopefully y'all get the money for free. And hopefully you're not stuck paying the government way more money than they just gave out. That would be real fucked up.
Yeah, I was looking through this here. There's not
4% is even above like inflation rates, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
The hell does the government need giving out loans at 4% to the fucking weed people? Well, they know that fucking private people are giving out like loans at 9, 10, 12, 20%, and it's like 1 year payments, you know? They're like, hey, in 12 months you're giving me 12% on my money.
I want 5 on the VIG.
Yeah.
Hey, here's something that's new.
Oh.
Drivethru Cannabis dispensary opening in Harwood Heights is Illinois' first.
Oh.
Now, I'm not sure if it was actually Illinois' first, but there's some debate on that. Oh, let me make this bigger so I can see it.
Yeah, that's neat. I think that's a cool thing to do. I wish that we could do it. There's some people who are just grumpy, you know?
A cannabis dispensary, which opened this week in Harwood Heights, hopes to provide the first drive-through cannabis in Illinois if state legislators working to legalize it are successful.
Oh, yep. See, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Still not
it's
all
still
the way
not
there.
legal.
Yep.
Ross Morale, chief CEO of Green Rose Advisors, said the third location of Green Rose dispensary in the state is housed in a former bank and already has a drive-up space. We do hope to do drive-through sales here in the near future, so that was attractive to us, he said, noting drive-through would make sales easier for medical cannabis patients and people with disabilities.
Damn. Would you just limit Drivethru 2 medical, or would you put 1 line medical and 2 lines fucking rec?
I think what
And
I think the plan is to make it a medical only thing, probably at first, because that's what actually needs the priority. The people who are consuming recreational marijuana probably aren't as likely to be people who have mobility needs or something like
well,
that.
but
So
I have a guy that
and I'm
comes in
not
every
saying
day with
that
a wheelchair.
they don't.
But right,
I'm
right.
saying that more like it's easier to wrap your head around the idea to the lawmakers that we need to have it for the medical patients first.
And then everything starts
Correct.
with a
Correct.
snowball.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
I
with
mean.
you. I dig that. And I just hope that they blanket it across the whole thing, because I don't know Green Rose to be I don't know who they come from, but I don't know them to be a medical license holder.
They're pretty OG, I think. Green
Really?
Rose, yeah. I think they used to have like I think they were like Southside Chicago OGs.
Okay.
Like, what was it like? There was Windy City out by Midway.
Yeah, D33.
Yeah, right.
And then I just don't know the city as well, so
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel
I
bad.
also
I know like everything down in the southern part of the state, but
right. I do know that Cannabis Equity Illinois Coalition. This was something that was on the list that we were trying to work on with the legislators. So several state legislators, including Senator Laura Fine of Glenview and Rep. Bob Morgan, who is our guy. He is our guy for the medical people in Illinois. Of Highwood, both Democrats and others have been working to pass legislation that would allow drive-through sales of cannabis at dispensaries with a series of identity checks and safeguards in place. Ben Isabel, Fine's chief of staff, said, "At the end of the spring session, we hit some snags in the negotiation process." Snags. Involving smaller independent cannabis businesses that didn't get across the finish line. But we were in negotiations to iron out the issues and made some good progress. They hope to get the legislation passed in General Assembly's fall veto session or spring session, he added. Fine has been in the forefront of leading on medical cannabis issues, and she hopes this legislation will expand access, he said, for all dispensary. I don't know why he said she hopes the legislation will expand access, he said, for all dispensary customers. This is from the Chicago Trib, so I'm just reading it how it says. Asked how identity checks and security would work for drive-through sales, they responded, "The state will look at various options, but overall it will work very much like our pre-orders currently work. Pre-orders are half our business, so we have a lot of experience in this area." Slut. Customers register on the company website and pre-order from the menu. You're not actually ordering, you're only pre-ordering. So if it's not there when you get there, you didn't pre-order, or you didn't order, you only pre-ordered. When they arrive at the store to pick, confirmed. It's not even a thing. I just thought it was funny to point out.
no, I mean it's true, dude.
It's first come, first serve. Did you pay for it?
Literally,
Did you pay for
first
it?
come, first serve, first of all. But it's also like, why are you so? That's the only thing in this fucking mountain of shit that you want. I want what I want. I want it now.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty others, and I promise you, you still haven't picked the best one. So
Yeah.
whatever you want.
When they arrive at the store to pick up their purchases, they have to show their staff their photo IDs with their birth dates. Dispensary scans those, and the customers pay for the product.
Bingo, bango.
Yeah.
That's deep journalism there.
With drive-through service, it could work much the same, except people would not have to come in, he observed. Good observation.
But send me your ID in here. How the fuck are they going to do that? Wait a minute.
Dude, wait.
Wait a minute. Send me your ID in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of looks like him, I guess.
Yes. They would have to have camera screens if they were far away, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was, hey, put your face in the camera.
Oh,
Smile.
Hey, look, it says the dispensary would add security cameras to the drive-through area, and it already has security staffing, he added. There you go.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
This dispensary, located at 4660 North Harlem Avenue, will be open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and has free parking for customers, according to the company.
Oh, nice.
It is Harwood Heights' first cannabis dispensary. Green Rose opened its flagship store in Chicago's River North neighborhood in November 22, and the second dispensary in Lincolnwood. I was wrong. It was not. I thought there was another one that was similar to the name.
Yeah, but so this is a recreational thing. It would not prioritize medical.
Yeah.
I mean, you theoretically could to promote it and to get you a better run on business, but
Sure.
why? I mean, like, I'm fine with it. I'm down with it because, like I just said, there are some people who come in just pissed off. And if you could add a layer of sit in your car and be pissy out there, but I can still give you your shit. Because the second, I don't care who it is, the second you're turning away to go home with your bag of weed, everybody is all fucking smiles, right? But until that, you can be pissed off, and anybody who's entitled still feels entitled. You know, so like it's really weird. Just stay the fuck outside. What? We don't got your shit, man. Motherfucker! Turn the fucking volume down. Turn it back up. Be like, yeah, okay.
Just
do you want this?
imagine the things you guys will have to say to people, like. Imagine the things they'll come up with that you guys have to say to people when they walk in or when they come into the drive-thru. And be like going to Burger King. Thank you for choosing Burger King. Thanks for making us your choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to get really specific about that. That'll be fun. When it's state mandated.
Oh, man.
Sometimes I think of the worst things, don't I?
Yeah, Moe's Tavern. I say that shit for everything. So literally, the second somebody comes up with Moe's Tavern.
Moe's.
Anyway.
Hey, here's another one from Marijuana Moment.
Oh, let's go. What do they got to say?
California senators approved bill to let marijuana growers, home growers, sell directly to consumers at state-run farmers markets. Wow.
That's a brilliant thing.
Seems like California cares about its constituents.
Is this for all? Wow.
California senators have advanced an assembly-passed bill that would allow regulators to issue a new license allowing small marijuana growers to sell their products directly to consumers at state-organized farmers markets and other temporary events.
I've been talking about peddlers' licenses for fucking
we have
3 fucking years, dude. It was literally one of the first grounds of like, fuck this social equity bullshit, fuck all of it. It's all just a bunch of bullshit. Allow everybody to peddle, just give me a peddler's license. Because at that rate, it doesn't matter where the fuck my product comes from. I tell you how much I get in. We keep a product, we keep an inventory, we stay in control, and whatever.
And here, this was an assembly passed bill. That means that in their capital, their lawmakers made this bill and actually passed it. Just like our lawmakers could at any time, but they don't.
Blown away. This is cool.
The legislation from Assembly member Gail Pellerin was unanimously approved in the Senate Appropriations Committee on a 4-0 vote on Thursday.
Holy shit.
Adults would also be able to consume cannabis on site at approved events. If enacted, however, the law would not mean that small cultivators could freely market their products alongside other traditional vendors selling fruits and vegetables at traditional farmers markets, for example, unless there was local and state regulatory approval to sell cannabis at a specialized area. Okay.
We're starting to get a little weird, but it's also
okay.
like liquor licenses.
There's also
you
a
cannot
framework,
put.
you know what I
it's
mean?
the same thing. Like you can't. Liquor has to stay like go to like a fucking fair or whatever. Liquor always gets put into one area, right? So you're allowed to sell liquor in there. You would have to be. You'd have to get wristbanded or fucking show your license. So I'm not against this. I like this. It's still okay.
If approved, it will still need to go back to the Assembly for concurrence on Senate amendments, including a technical change stipulating that the licensee can only sell and allow on-site consumption at state temporary events instead of specified temporary events.
All right.
The State Appropriations Committee also amended the legislation to delay implementation until January 1st, 2026. Under the proposal, the Department of Cannabis Control would be authorized to issue a state temporary event license to a licensee authorizing on-site cannabis sales to and consumption by persons 21 years of age or older at certain venues expressly approved by a local jurisdiction, as specified the bill text says.
God damn, can you imagine like fucking music venues, like fucking like where you know, like a Burning Man or a fucking like any of those Electric Ford, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck it is, those music events, you could have a fucking god damn.
Yep.
Holy fucking fuck. That shit, I want a license. Holy cow.
So, applicants wishing to obtain the state temporary events license would also need to meet the definition of a small marijuana producer. That means they could not be cultivating more than 1 acre of cannabis, 22,000 square feet under a mixed light tier 1 cultivation license, or 5,000 square feet under a mixed light tier 2 or indoor cultivation license. This would expand upon a California law that was enacted in 2018, allowing regulators to issue temporary marijuana event licenses in jurisdictions where the local government permits it.
These are just abundant craft grow licenses, but it allows you indoor or outdoor in a 1 acre farm.
Under 1 acre.
Yeah, I understand that, but just under an acre worth of farm could do you pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what your motive was or what you were trying to do, you could be distillate, you could be edibles. I don't know how lucrative it's going to be.
The more plants that you grow, the harder that it is. I mean, our friend Goat has some acreage where they, they do the hemp and CBD. Even if you're doing distillate or pressing, I mean, the rates you're going to take, 100 grams for 5 grams of rosin or distillate or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so like, but I know people that are growing in small basement type areas, like the size of basements, and they do pretty good once every 4 months. But that's the other problem.
Is it sustainable as a career though? Like, can you make it with that amount of space? I think like
it could be depending on what you're trying to do. You can't get too big.
Yeah, 5,000 square feet is
a big house.
Yeah, no, but it's table space, right?
Yeah.
It's not light space or wall space.
Canopy space.
Correct. Right. It is and by canopy space, it's really table space. We know that the fucking thing's gonna drift over the sides of it and shit, so we don't count that because it's not fair, right? We know that the plant grows up and bushes out, so everything in the middle would all be compliant, but then everything on the outside not. And how the fuck do we draw a line around something that's constantly growing? So what they do is based off of tables, and to grow 5,000 square feet,
it's a lot.
It's a fucking healthy load of cannabis.
It's a lot of water too,
but that's the other thing. It's a decent amount of upkeep. It's a decent amount of lights, nutrients, dirt, just the pots, the everything to get that much going.
IPM, gloves, Tyvek suits, ozone, reheat, dry room, environment, environmental techs. I know it's crazy. Trust me, trying to grow in 2 tents, I'm like, fuck, why do I know all this shit about all this shit?
Yeah, well, and so it almost, there's this in-between space, right? I don't know. I'm into this. I like this. I'm not a grower, though, so it's hard for me, but I always try to wonder what the breakdown is per how much you can make per 1,000 square feet or whatever the fuck it is. And then if you have that number, how quickly can you cycle the shit?
4 months. Every 4 months.
Yeah. But could you do it theoretically where you had different rooms, and then could you be producing 1 quarter of that like a month then.
Yes.
So you just have 4 different plants
Yeah.
that go 1,250 square feet, and then they're just going through their different cycles,
Yeah.
right? And then if we just keep progressing it that
Good-
way, you have a consistent stream.
Good luck being consistent.
Well, and
That's
correct.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Because that's
and,
a lot.
because
That's more than a full-time job.
Well, but if you're doing
Yeah.
5,000 square feet of something
Yeah.
and you're getting a license to do it, you better be sustainable. You better be livable. Don't just do it because I like to grow some shit or whatever. There's a lot that goes into that, right? Like it's a
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
I forget what the space that the company I work for has. It's
a big one.
Yeah, they're healthy, but they have 100 and something employees, you
Yep.
know, 140 or some fucking people that are constantly running around doing shit. And again, it's bigger than 5,000 for sure, but Jesus, I just couldn't even imagine.
I mean, but this allows people, just like we've talked about in New York with their home grow and their farmers market system, and now with their very, very like the best, most common sense home grow laws in the United States, New York, they're way more equity centric and constituent focused, similar to California than Illinois is. Illinois is like, all we care about is the corporations. We don't care about our constituents at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Our
1,000%.
constituents are getting screwed by taxes because people in lawmakers in Illinois have made bad decisions in the past about pensions and stuff like that, and we've gotten ourselves into such a hole that we have to basically, economically, steal. Well, I wanted to say the R word, but like I don't know a better word.
Strong arm.
Strong arm. Yeah, I guess strong arm.
I mean, you are
fine.
literally strong arming because it's with the threat. There's a threat that comes with
Right.
it. If you don't give us the money,
Correct.
we'll take everything from you. Not only will we take everything from you, we'll throw you in the fucking box with the bars, with the boys, with the fucking belts, you know?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. What a weird place. What a weird system. And how many people have bought into this is
Right.
just the okay ideas of things.
And people in Illinois think like this is the way it should be everywhere. And it's like, man, go to other places that have cannabis that is state legal and you'll see some wild things, and it's only wild because you're so used to how draconian it is here.
At the point of sale in Michigan,
Yep.
you are allowed to make as many sales to an individual as you want, because inside the place they're allowed to possess their purchases, right? So the second that you hand it to them, now they possess it.
Right.
That's in their possession. You're done dealing with it.
Right.
They can sell you something else. You know your legal limits. You know you're only allowed to take as much as you can fucking with you. It's like whatever, 30 grams and 10 grams and 5 grams or whatever the fuck it is. But they're allowed to make sale after sale after sale after sale. You're an idiot if you walk out of the building.
Yeah.
We should do that here at least. When I look at people and they go, wait, I can literally only buy 5 of these. I drove however far, whatever. I'm like, I know there's places closer to nobody that has this. Okay, this is the one thing that I have. I have a medical license. I literally came here from infinity away.
Right.
My medical license says I'm allowed to possess 2.5 ounces, but that's fine. But I can only sell, because I'm a recreational store, I can only sell you 30 grams at a time. And I'm not allowed to sell you multiple purchases back to back, because I know that once you leave here, I'm allowing you out the door illegally. I still have, it's almost like the bouncer laws, right? Like, who's held liable? Is it the bouncer or the person who served the person? And like, no. the motherfucker who handed the alcohol out, the motherfucker
Right.
who walked out with the door is the person who should be held liable, not the person who let them through the thing. And I know that hire better bouncers, get a
Yep.
better fucking system in place. This ain't me to fucking worry about. But like, yeah, I don't know. I wish that we were allowed to just sell infinity and good luck to you afterwards.
So this policy change that allowed marijuana sales and on-site consumption at the California State Fair for the first time this year, same policy, approved retailers can market their cannabis, whereas this latest legislation would extend that to small cultivators that received the necessary license. So yeah, they would still have to go licensing. And I think I told you last week that Illinois is finishing up their state-run cannabis testing lab. So that is something
yeah.
similar to California's bill. Here we go. Awaiting the Senate floor consideration, New York lawmakers passed a measure in June that would make marijuana farmers markets a permanent feature of the state's cannabis market.
Wow.
The legislation would revive the cannabis growers showcase events that had been temporarily authorized but ended last year, authorizing regulators to continue issuing permits for the farmers markets indefinitely. Back in California, a legislative plan to usher in sweeping changes to the state marijuana and hemp markets appears dead for the session after a Senate committee did not call the bill for a vote on Thursday ahead of an end-of-week deadline. This was from Gavin Newsom, and this would have folded hemp-derived cannabinoid products into the state's regulated marijuana system and opened the door for out-of-state hemp producers to sell products into California's cannabis market. It's an attempt to rein in largely unregulated hemp-derived cannabinoid products and smokable hemp flower, now widely available at places like gas stations and convenience stores because the government made it legal.
Yep.
The government made it legal.
Yep. And now states are left to pass legislation like this to try to help fucking whatever.
We want our taxes. You didn't think about us in the taxes there.
Yeah. Yep. No, and honestly, I think that's something needed everywhere. I just wish that we could all agree that the damn thing isn't that bad to begin with, and you should be able to possess as much as you want.
Yeah.
I can literally go out right now, buy as much alcohol as I can humanly fucking
Kegs.
Tetris into my fucking vehicle and drive it home.
You may not be able to pass state lines.
No.
Depending.
No.
But you can have all of it.
Yeah, have all of it. And maybe you might even be able to pass state lines depending on where you're going.
That's what I mean, just depending on what their laws are.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to know what the laws where you're going, which is bullshit.
It's just so crazy that, it's crazy that you're not allowed to be an adult and make decisions for yourself on something especially as pretty as this.
Yeah. That is from our friend Joe.
Joe, this is beautiful, pal. It's beautiful. She's been sitting out for just a little bit on the table here because I thought she needed a little burps.
Yeah,
a little whatever.
He told me it was still drying. He had it drying for like over 16 days, but he didn't like jar cure it yet. He said it's a little bit. He's like, I think I did good.
This has the funk now that I'm really, really enjoying. It's got that little bit of that.
This is called Double Dunked.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of that gassiness, the garlicky berries and shit, you know? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying this out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful plant too. Holy shit, is it beautiful. And I do really enjoy the density.
Yeah.
And the little, you get a little something there on the fingers too. Mad love and mad appreciate. Thanks for sharing and thanks for showing. And
Steve too, you smoked some of his stuff.
Oh, Steve. That was nice.
That was good, right?
I don't remember which ones did I take. There was a little more purple in the ones that I had, I think. Damn, Damn it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so bad at names,
I
man.
smoked that stuff up. Yeah, I've got it all written down at home. I smoked some of that stuff the other day at home. It was pretty fire. I was enjoying it.
Yeah. I took the 2 of the ones the last time I was with you. I smoked 1 of the 2.
Yeah.
Dude, I am like this right here. Like, I don't know what happened over the last year or 2 of my life. Plus, also,
Less disc golfing.
yeah, fuck, I know that. Plus, the workplace. I just feel like I have people are like, "Hey, try my weed." And I'm like, I can't even smoke it all that fast.
I have the same problem.
I literally can't smoke it that fast. Yeah, I get stuff from work and people are like, sample this and tell me what it's like. And I'm like, I can't. Because if I did, I would sleep the whole fucking day.
Yeah, you need to get your girlfriend smoking weed.
I know you know what I need? A fucking personal assistant that my workplace pays for. Yeah. And tells me how it is. So, I mean, actually, I might apply for that job.
You gonna
instead of mine, the assistant. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they just finally posted your picture, so I figure it's about time.
Dude, I'm fucking.
I'll edit that part out.
No, it's all good. I'm all over the place now. I see myself popping up in places. I'm going, oh no. I'm not the social media type, you know. I do take a meme picture. I'll smile for you.
Oh yeah.
But no.
Well, I just figured in the past, every time they posted new pictures of their new manager, and then the new manager quit. So
it's like the kiss of death. You're saying?
Yeah. I figured. I was like, oh look, there's Dave.
There goes Bill.
Well, he's about done.
They've made their sacrifice.
Yeah, they've made their sacrifice.
Yeah, they put him on the chopping block. Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I honestly I can't. I mean, I want to tell you things are okay. It's just the confusion of things and the fucking day-to-dayness of things and what we do in here, right? We sit here and try to make sense of all the craziness that doesn't really get tied together. Why the fuck are we doing what we're doing? Why is it okay for California to hand out fucking 5,000 square foot or less grow licenses?
Because they care about their constituents, like J.D. Pritzker in Illinois.
Right. And why do you have to wait 3 years and jump through hoops and go through the legal shit while you have to retain your rent and your fucking, oh my God, all the bullshit that these people went through to finally get licenses into a state that is monopolized beyond fucking people being equitable for any fucking reason. I don't care if you're socially equitable. I don't care if you come in and you have a great fucking idea or a great anything. A lot of people, it's just thinned out.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're going to buy cannabis in Illinois, you're just going to the fucking place closest to you most of the time. And why the fuck wouldn't you? Because everybody has everything that everybody else fucking has. It's just going for the better sales. I will tell you, there are some places that are able to run better sales because they have more going on.
Yep.
And it at that, like I said, it's here nor there. I'm part of one that's killing it. So I'm not mad about it. My paychecks are consistent.
Hell yeah. But consistent paychecks are important.
Sometimes, dude, it's important. So as much as like,
and there's a lot of new cool stuff coming out on the market. So it is a time to be excited. We've talked about High Five. My friend, I know he is involved with High Five. We have friends at Cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis are super cool. Lobo, the 1937 group doing stuff with Lobo is super cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Illinois Collective, Legacy, Galaxy.
Canna.
Yeah, like they're all going to be doing cool things, at least new things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm a fan of a lot of, but here's the thing. I like all cannabis people.
Yeah.
And I've gotten back into the space where now I'm going, wait a minute. We're all okay still. We love each other, right? We all should just be on the same page and figure this out. The common enemy is
the
being
government.
disguised because there's two sides pointing at each other.
Yep. They're the same Spider-Man too.
It's the same thing between red and blue. It's the same thing between all of it, right? Like fucking Green Bay and Bears is the same between all the religions. It's the same between everything. You pick a side and then you fight for either side.
Hold on.
And you forget what's in the middle. And the middle is the guy who's making the fucking money. And the people who are just taking from it constantly. So we're fighting for red or blue.
But what I want you to see here is that the government is right here on a big pillar telling these people to point this way. And there's another person on the other side. But see, what you don't look behind here, it's just a big hallway and they're all connected. See, this is the problem. This isn't the problem.
Well,
this is the problem, but this is the cause of the problem.
Well, I think you're exactly right. See, because instead of looking and pointing this way, if we internally reflect, that's a brilliant place to start.
Yeah.
But it's okay because a lot of us, I think, are doing exactly what you're doing here. And we're looking behind us and going, wait a minute. Who is that guy over there doing all this puppeteering and forcing us to fucking look certain ways and point certain ways and to pick and choose? Guys, if you're in the hemp side or you're in the fucking recreational side or you have a license or you don't have a license, if you're black market, gray market, it doesn't fucking matter, right?
Right.
We're all literally trying to do the same fucking thing.
Yep.
Do you know who the common enemy is? It's not even that they're an enemy as much as they are literally puppeted by something else. It's even greater than them. But it's weird, man. It's so fucking weird that like we allow somebody to tax us at a rate of 35, 40%. And then because the sale is good enough, we go, it's okay. But then as the business owner, you go, you know what? We'll allow you to tax them at that rate because we know that we can at least make a few bucks in the squeeze as well. And then everybody goes, well, who's selling out and who's the cheater? Who's the bad one here? And I don't think it's any of us, man. I think all of us are trying to survive, and I don't fucking blame anybody for doing it the way that they're doing it. Because you have to understand, when you're sitting in the room by yourself, the same way with all of these inspectors, the same way with all of these presidents, the fucking religious leaders, the whatever, when you're in the room by yourself or with a few people and you make that decision, unless you do it your fucking self, how sure are you that the job's getting done right?
Right.
And the answer is 0. As much as you sit down with the most trusted people in your fucking life and you go, let's do it this way. When they turn around, who's doing it more selfishly than you would? Who's doing it fucking more nobly than you would, right? There's both sides of it, I'm sure. But every time there's still, it's this disconnect and it's this... There's a cancer within just the human mind, I think, as a whole. But past that, I think we just atomic bong. But realistically, if we just thought about it, when you're sitting in your own fucking room and you make the decision, what's it for? Is it for you? Is it for them? Is it for... Because if you're sitting here going, well, I need to figure out how to do me, fuck them. Well, yeah, you're putting too much effort into shit. Same way. And this is like what business is. Business is competition. It fueled business.
And just like if you're a corporation trying to, if you're an MSO or somebody in the legal market trying to keep people who are home growers or gray market people underground, take a look at your own stuff first. And just like if you're a small gray market vendor and you're trying to compete with like a random home grower or something. Like, what is wrong with your life? Like,
Well,
that
and-
you got to
and-
have like some competition against people who aren't even competing against you. Like,
Trust me, bro.
what kind of mental problems do you have? Like, why is your life so sad?
The difference is people don't understand. Like, everybody doesn't know where the next dollar comes from
Right.
either, because if and I don't know that there's as much wrong with somebody in that capacity. Trust me, there's
Right.
in a heart of hearts. Are you full blown cannabis culture type
Right.
of way? Fuck no. Some of these people don't see it like that. They are business as business gets.
Yeah.
But in being as business gets, it's very easy to overlook any passion,
Yep.
any heart,
Yep.
any other individual, because the bottom line is the dollar bills.
Yep.
And where are they coming from? And if we allow a bunch of competition, somebody will take my dollar bills away. Well,
Yeah.
there is. Okay, for somebody who starts a business
Yeah.
and has employees and has bills and everything is coming down, you need to have the dollars come
Yeah,
through.
we're talking
so you
about
squeeze to get them.
2 or 3 home growers that band together and sell, you
And
know.
I'm telling you,
You're
I
right.
think that I'm not against that, but the difference is, of course, the minute that you say we're going to enter the market,
Right.
then you're taking a piece of theirs because that
Right.
market exists already. Instead of saying, hey, I will bring my own to the market, but I need to get out from the underground. I can't just keep working in these dark shadows because
Yeah.
the pressure is too great at times. And two, if I could actually fucking turn the dial up and work at I don't even need 5,000 square feet.
Right.
I could do it in however many thousand square feet where I could sustain my personal life.
Yeah.
I could work 24 hours a day or whatever, and it would be all for me. But I could do it above ground and not feel like I'm going to get my
You're
fucking
right.
life taken from me, my family taken from me, my anything that I've ever worked for because of some. That shit is where the lines need to be drawn
Yeah.
for this thing, right? The persecutions and the prosecutions that come from cannabis consumption, one, is so stupid, but I think we've gone past that, right? Minimal possession, I think we're starting to get past that. We're all
Yeah.
allowed to carry an ounce or two everywhere we go nowadays, for most of the places we go nowadays.
If they don't, we ain't going.
Well, yeah, fuck them. No, but now it's like, well, what's the next step from that, right?
Yeah.
Allow some people to grow this thing and not be held criminalized. And at what rate is okay?
Right.
Because right now we're like, oh, you're a medical patient, you can have 5 plants. Well, it doesn't make sense,
nothing.
dude. That's nothing, right? And 5 plants is maybe fucking, you could probably put them on this table. That's maybe 8 square feet, 10 square
Yeah.
feet, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that we're only allowing people these small minuscule things and they feel so drastically criminalized for it, it's the fucking weirdest shit to me.
Yep.
Because we allow people to grow fucking warehouses full of it.
Warehouses.
Monstrous warehouses. Things that as somebody who's good at mazes, I got lost in the motherfuckers, right? I'm like, wait, where are we at? A guy that had worked there who is the guy of guys, all right? I say, hey, man, where the fuck are we at? And he goes, I genuinely don't know.
I have to look above the canopy to know where I'm at.
He said, I literally, we just need to walk around for a little bit and I'll get back into a hallway that I recognize. And I was like, Jesus Christ. He's like, I couldn't tell you if we walked out here, took a left and took another left, what door we would be in yet. I'd have to walk around and poke for a minute. I was like, Jesus.
Hey.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because you don't need to know every department of where you work.
Right.
Right? There's no fucking way you could do that. If you're fucking chopping meat in the back, there's no way you should run over to the fucking pharmacy really quick to check
Right.
how many fucking Dilaudids they got, right?
Right.
What the fuck are we doing? But,
Stuffing meat with pills.
dude, yeah, that might be how they get the next few dollars out of you.
Only if it's reclaim pills.
Yeah, them good ones.
Some good ones.
No, yeah, it's been, I don't know, man. I wish the best for everybody. I hope that the regulations get lighter before they get heavier.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm seeing more cities are cracking down on events right now.
Oh, it's weird. Well, and dude, that's why to me, like, again, from my perspective, if you're growing cannabis in Illinois, you should have a fucking medical license.
Yep.
Period. The end of the story.
Yep.
Because at least you have some level of protection.
And if you don't, you're silly.
I mean, you know, we're risking everything anyway because we're going to grow more than 5 plants to begin with is probably not the truth. I mean, you probably have some level of at least ground to stand on for argument. I wouldn't say growing 100 for medical use is probably, you know, I mean, at that point, maybe just ship it. But Jesus Christ, I don't know. Or move to California.
Move to California
Soon.
or New York.
Soon.
New
Not
York.
yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe you can apply for licenses before you move.
That'd be dope.
And actually, it's a reality. That's what some people may be able to do. And
Yeah.
I think that
They
that's a
should go to
beautiful
Ohio.
thing. You bolster the fuck out of your entire community by doing things
Yeah.
like that as well.
You're not wrong.
Your housing market
Yep.
gets better. Your fucking people are able to spend more money.
Yep.
Just everything is better by you
And
attracting
you
them
can have
types
a side
of
gig.
100%. I'll take my whole entire work out there. So now whatever money I make, if I make $100,000 because I got this grow thing, I spend $100,000 in California
Yeah.
now, instead of in fucking, Illinois or whatever. And the reason, I mean, they taxing that money too.
Yep.
And they don't got to tax you a fucking 1,000,000% because they allow a lot of people to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, dude.
Hey.
Great show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love you all. Smoke weed every day.
Hey, thanks a lot, friends, for everything.
Yeah.
The listening and the
Yeah.
responding and the gifting and the fucking just being you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Thanks for being part of our community and, the community of people who support each other and love one another and try and lift each other up and are just good stewards.
Even then, when I talk shit about governments and shit, I
Yeah.
don't talk bad about the individuals because some
Yeah.
of the individuals are good people. They just don't. They
Maybe.
don't know any better, and that's their job,
Yeah.
man. Somebody's forcing them to do some shit from somewhere. But anyway, it's just yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be mad at anybody. Smile often. Smoke regularly. Love you.
Yeah. We love you all. Smoke weed every day. Peace.
Yo, ding dong, we're done here. Time to go.